Now come to our next question. Question number 3 of exercise 4.2. Find two numbers whose sum is 27 and product is 182. Okay, so the conditions are given to us. We have to obtain the quadratic equation. Okay, by using this condition, but our quadratic equation is in only one variable. Okay, you know very well quadratic equation is in only one variable. Okay, so find two numbers. Okay, here two numbers are given to us. That exactly not given, but they are saying us the numbers are two numbers. Okay, so find two numbers whose sum is 27. Since suppose that first number is x, if we suppose first number is x, okay, then another number we cannot suppose it as y, because our quadratic equation is only in one variable. Okay, so our another number is again in the form of x. Okay, so this x, so if our first number is x, then second number is we have to find out, but addition of these two number is 27 given to us. Okay, 27 given to us. Okay, so if we have to find out this another number, then how can we find the another number is equal to what? Obviously it is 27 minus x. Okay, see, if 5 plus 4 is equal to 9 is given to us. Okay, 5 plus 4 is equal to 9 given to us. Okay, in this if 5 is our x and 4 is our another number, then 9 is the addition. Okay, addition of these two number is 9. Okay, so if our first number is x and second number if we have to find out, so how can we find? Obviously we can subtract this 5 from 9, then we get the another number. Did you remember? Did you understand? See, if x is our first number in this condition, okay, consider this condition. If 5 means our x, okay, another number is our 4, and addition of these two number is 9 given to us, then how can we find the another number? Then obviously we can subtract this 5 from this 9 and we get the another number. Like this the two numbers are given to us and their addition is given to us, so and their product is 182. All these conditions are given to us and we have to find out that two numbers. Okay, means we have to find out the values of x. Okay, so see, suppose then let the first number, so suppose first number be x, let the first number be x. Okay, therefore other number is equal to what then? 27 minus x. How can we say that? Since sum of two number is 27. Okay, if sum is given to us and first number is our x, then how can we find other number? We can subtract that first number from this sum. Okay, and then we get, obviously we get the other number. Okay, so first number be x, other number is 27 minus x. Okay, so again what is given to us? And product of these two number is 182 is given to us. Okay, so write down here, therefore their product is again product is given to us. Product is what? They suppose this is first number, this is our second number, the product of these two number is also given in the condition, so their product is what then? X into 27 minus x. Okay, product of first number and second number, so their product is what then? X into 27 minus x, but according to the condition their product is 182 is given to us. So write down here, therefore according to the question, product of these two number is 182. Therefore x into 27 minus x is equal to 182 is given to us. Now simplify this equation. After simplifying this equation we get the value of x, and therefore 27 into x is 27x minus x into x is x square is equal to 182. Okay, and therefore now transpose all these terms to RHS side. We get x square positive, in this side x square is negative. After transposing to RHS side it becomes positive. This term is positive, after transposing to RHS it becomes negative, means minus 27x plus 182 is positive in RHS side and is equal to in LHS only 0 is remaining. Okay, so we get quadratic equation as x square minus 27x plus 182 is equal to 0. Now simplify this equation. How can we simplify? Again we have to split the middle term. Okay, we have to split this middle term. So take the multiplication of first term and last term. So it is 182 x square. Now we have to factorize this 182 x square such that the the factors which we are going to find out, the addition of that two factor must be minus 27x. Okay, so how can we split? So see, 13x and 14x. Okay, 13x and 14x are the two numbers whose multiplication is 182x square. Okay, 13x into 14x is 182x. Okay, but what about this sign? See, the middle term has minus sign, negative sign. Okay, so how can we give these two factors as a sign? Okay, so see, if the middle term is negative, then our factors are also negative. Okay, if we take the multiplication of these two negative number, then we get positive 182x square, and when we take the addition of these two number, then obviously we get minus 27. Okay, minus 27x. So our factors are what then? The minus 13x and minus 14x, and therefore we get x square minus 13x minus 14x plus 182 is equal to 0. Okay, now in these first two terms x is common, so take it outside. In bracket x minus 13 is remaining. In another two terms minus 14 is common. Okay, if we take minus 14 common, so this term becomes minus 14 is taken out, so only positive x is remaining, x. Okay, and if we taken out minus 14 from this side, so only minus 13 is remaining. Okay, see, minus 14 is taken out, so what is remaining? Only minus 13. So minus 13 is remaining is equal to 0, and therefore again in these both steps x minus 13 bracket is common, so take it outside. X minus 13 is common. In bracket x minus 14 is remaining is equal to 0. And again if we have to find out the value of x or root of x, then we have to compare both the brackets to we have to equate both the brackets to 0. So therefore we get x minus 13 is equal to 0, or x minus 14 is equal to 0. Okay, and therefore x is equal to 13, or we get x is equal to 14. Okay, so these are the roots of given quadratic equation. So write down the answer. So the required numbers are, therefore, so the required numbers are 13 and 14. Okay, so this is our question number 3. Now come to next question. So come to next question, question number 4. Find two consecutive positive integers, sum of whose square is 365. Okay, means we have to find out two consecutive numbers whose sum of whose square is 365. Okay, so let's suppose them as x and, okay, see, if 4 and 5 are the two consecutive numbers. Okay, since if 4 and 5 are the two consecutive number, if we suppose 4 as x, then how can we write 5 then? Obviously our quadratic equation is in the form of only one variable. So if we suppose first number as x, then another number must be in the form of variable x. Okay, so see, if 4 is our positive integer, then next integer is what there? Obviously it is more than this 4 by 1. Okay, obviously we can write 5 as 4 plus 1, means if 4 is our x, then we can say that our next integer is what then? More than 1 by our first integer. Okay, so we can write two consecutive positive integers as x and x plus 1. Okay, so suppose them as x and x plus 1. So write down here, let the two consecutive positive integers, let the two consecutive positive integers be x and x plus 1. Okay, so obviously the two consecutive positive integers be x and x plus 1. Obviously they are positive integers, so they must not be negative. Okay, so the two consecutive positive integers be x and x plus 1. Okay, so what is given in the condition? Find two consecutive positive integers, sum of whose square is 365. Means sum of, means we have to take the sum of these two positive consecutive integer, again whose square means separately square, means sum of the squares of whose sum of the square is 365 is given to us. So write down here, according to the question, Okay, sum of whose square means we have to take the square of these two term and again we have to add them. Okay, so we can write it as x square plus x plus 1 bracket square, and sum of square is given to us. What is it? 365. Okay, so this is given to us in our condition. Sum of, okay, we are taking the sum of these two positive integers. Again we are taking their squares. Okay, square of the sum of these two positive integer is 365 is also given to us. Okay, now simplify this. Okay, convert this equation in quadratic equation. Okay, so x square plus, again how can we expand this bracket? A plus b bracket square. Okay, means first term square, so x square plus this 2 into first term into second term plus second term square, means 1 square is equal to 365, and therefore x square plus x square, 2 times x square is given to us, so we can write it as 1 plus 1 is 2x square plus 2 into x into 1 is 2x plus 1 is equal to 365. Okay, now transpose this 365 to LHS side. We get 2x square plus 2x plus 1 minus 365 is equal to 0, and again simplify this. We get 2x square plus 2x minus 364 is equal to 0. Okay, again if we have to simplify this equation, okay, see here 2 and 364 is again even number. Okay, so if we divide throughout by 2, then again the equation becomes simplified. Okay, so divide throughout, write down here, divide throughout by 2, we get, okay, after dividing throughout by 2 we get x square plus x minus 182 is equal to 0. Okay, so this equation we have already simplified this equation in question number 3. Okay, so try to solve this question. Okay, or we can solve this. Again we have to convert this 182. Okay, sorry, not 182, we have to take the multiplication of first term and this last term, means minus 182 x square is there. Okay, again we have to split this middle term here. Okay, this middle term we have to split. When we split this middle term, then we get the sum of the factors be x, means only one is the coefficient there. So how can we split? Okay, so here 13x and 14x are the factors of 182. Okay, now now the sum of these two factor becomes x. Okay, positive x, so we have to give the sign of positive, we have to give the positive sign to this biggest number. Okay, then and only then this x become positive. Okay, and this 13 to negative sign. Okay, and when we take the multiplication of these two number, we get minus 182 x square, and when we take the addition of these two number, we get positive x here. Okay, and therefore now split this x in the form of minus 13x and 14x. We get x square minus 13x plus 14x minus 182 is equal to 0, and therefore now take x as common from these two term. X is common, in bracket x minus 13 is remaining, plus 14 is common, in bracket x minus 13 is equal to 0. Okay, you know very well how to split the terms. Okay, so take 14 as common, in this side x is remaining, and when we divide 182 by 14, okay, because we are taking 14 as a common, so we have to divide 182 by 14 and we get 13 as a quotient, so minus 13 is equal to 0. Again these two brackets are similar, so take as common x minus 13 into x and plus 14 is remaining only is equal to 0. Okay, now if we have to find out the value of x, then we have to equate both the brackets to 0. Okay, so x minus 13 is equal to 0, or we can say that x plus 14 is equal to 0. Okay, so we get x is equal to 13, or we get x is equal to minus 14. Okay, and in this way we get the we get the value of x as x is equal to 13 and x is equal to minus 14. Okay, so our first consecutive integer, so our first integer x is what? 13. Okay, and second is x is equal to minus 14 means we get two values of x. Okay, two values of 8, but I had already told you that the consecutive integer must be positive only. Okay, but we get x is equal to 13 and x is equal to minus 14. Okay, one number is positive and another number is negative, but this is not possible. X is equal to minus 14 is not possible. X is equal to 13 is possible because this number is positive, but x is equal to minus 14 is not positive, is not possible because this number is negative number. So write down here, there, since x is equal to minus 14 is not possible, since x is equal to minus 14 is not possible because our integers are positive integers. Okay, this is given to us in our example. Our integers are positive integers, and therefore we cannot consider x is equal to minus 14 as our positive integer. So we get x is equal to 13 is, and therefore x is equal to 13 is the answer. Okay, so this is the only first number. Okay, then second second integer is what? X plus 1 is equal to 13 plus 1 is equal to 14. So in this way we get two consecutive integers. So first is x is equal to 13 and x plus 1 is equal to what then? 14. 14 is again positive integer. Okay, so write down the answer. Hence the required positive, hence the required two consecutive positive integers, two consecutive positive integers are 13 and 14. Okay, so in this way we get the integers as x is equal to 13 and x is equal to 14. Thank you.